Welcome to my channel, Level Headed with Levi D. Please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and set the bell notification to all. Please also share this. Let's get into it.
Don't wait up, I've been working hard every day, living dreams for a pay stub, yeah, straight up. 5 years later, like I said, I would make it on my way up. It's all up, coming from the nation, made a foundation, true stuff, yeah, too tough. We ain't giving up on our dreams, everything is ahead of us. Stay true to your path, it's not where you start, it's all where you're at. It's where you end up when your back's to the mat. Do you cripple the flat or get up off your back? Deliver these facts to see them react. The stadium's packed, they all gonna snap. The motivated attract, the escalated attack. The frustrated hit back, yeah, we move fast. I wanna change everything, I swear I'll do anything just to get where I wanna be. I won't stop till I'm free, I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop, no, I won't let go, I won't drop, no, and I won't let go. I won't stop, no, I won't let go, I won't drop, no, and I won't let go. It's automatic, I'm always getting after it. If you ain't working, I don't understand what's happening. It's not enough time just to be imagining. You gotta take some action towards practicing. I know it's not easy, but you gotta get out there. Make your own meaning, can't afford to have doubts. They'll interrupt here, man, I just wanna look out there. The crowd all screaming. I wanna change everything, I swear I'll do anything just to get where I wanna be. I won't stop till I'm free, I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop, no, I won't let go, I won't drop, no, and I won't let go. I won't stop, no, I won't let go, I won't drop, no, and I won't let go. I won't stop, no, I won't let go, I won't drop, no, and I won't let go. I won't stop, no, I won't let go, I won't drop, no, and I won't let go.
Welcome in, everybody. It's been one heck of a day today, I will tell you that much. Everything that could go wrong and is still going wrong. So we will be covering Michael Vaughan today. Looking forward to this information. Definitely, Steve, I'm going to go through and do a little roll call here and see everybody that's here while we wait. I ended up having to restart my whole computer right as I was getting ready to go live. And let's see here if this works. All right. Looks like it does. All right. So this is Michael Vaughan. Anybody that's new here, he is a missing was a missing 5-year-old. When I say was, he used to be 5. He is now 6 years old. He went missing in Fruitland, Idaho. He was 3 foot 7 inches tall and around 50 pounds. That was at the time that he went missing. He should be a little bit taller by now, and he should be a little bit. He should weigh a little bit more. If you have any information, please call the Fruitland PD. But if you do have information, call your local 911 and tell them that it's out of Fruitland, Idaho, so that it gets prompted to them if you have seen him out there. I did go live earlier. I did have some problems earlier getting my stream to work. I just want to make sure that my connection works here so we can get Brandy into the video here. Give it a second here. I don't know if you all saw The Interview Room. He was there a couple weeks ago. I shouldn't say a couple weeks. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks, I think now, or maybe last week. I just wanted to let you know that I didn't know that he was there while he was there. And I knew that he was going there before anybody else knew that he was going there. And I am thankful for him that he I'm thankful that he went out there and gave us in depth of like the backyard. I've seen the backyard, but publicly out here to you guys have not seen the backyard, and you have not seen the way to get from the garage into the to get from the back of the house into the garage to get back out of the garage to get back into the neighborhood. That would be the way out. And as you could tell by the door swinging open where it was warped from being open and closed all the time, that is likely the way that he got out to go meet and play with his friends, which was it was nice to be able to see how that happened. Also, Steve from True Crime Web, if you haven't watched his channel, he has done a couple segments on Monkey as well. And I bring that up now because Steve has, when I talk to Steve behind the scenes and stuff, some of the same theories as what Chris McDonough on the Interview Room is presenting to us, and where to look and how to help and how to get information out there. It's like neither one of them had talked to each other, and I hadn't talked to either one of them. I talked to Steve, but I got his take on things. But it seems to be lining up that they both think pretty much the same way. And the important things are to find that that white van, or what they call a van, but it's a Honda Pilot, and the guy that's walking. Those are the two key elements here that us as people out here in the true crime world here we want to all right. I don't know what's going on. 9 out of 6 says hi to Nightbot. That's funny. I was having technical difficulties there for a second. Hold on here 1 second while I reboot this so that we can get Brandy to come up here. And I do have more of the recording of the babysitter will be coming out this next either Friday or Monday. I haven't decided yet. I got to go through and make sure. And on those recordings that I do have, there you are, my darn computer. Yeah, well, mine did the same thing, Brandy, and I don't know what's going on, but. I can drop you the link in chat if you want to do it from your phone or however you want to do it. This link is for Brandy only. And so the biggest means of focus on the Michael's case is the van, which is called a white Honda Pilot, and the person walking by the splash pad. I did see some other stuff in some other chats or in some other channels, but they haven't been approved by law enforcement that there's any credibility to it. So what we are going to go over today is the experience of Brandy with the interview room being there, as well as the some of the things that she's had to go through in order for the Chief Huff to come out and say they're no longer persons of interest or they're no longer the focus of the investigation. And we will be going over some of that stuff here today once we get our audios and stuff all in sync. Hey all, hey level again. Hi Kelly Thunder. So we'll go through everybody that's here while we wait for Brandy to come up here. Show Monkey's beautiful face here, and then we'll get into some things. Extra guac, please. Hello, how are you? Bling, always a pleasure. Miami Spice, hello. We got Kelly Dime here. We got Lena Westbrook. Levi is late to his own party. Crystal Jules here. We got, that was me changing it to 1 p.m. Central. See you in a few. Carl Douglas was here, or is here. Then we'll go to where we started here. We got Real Talk with the Band, and Chris is here listening. We got Bling. We got Nana of 6. Hello, Nana of 6. We got Darkness Exposed here. We have Vicky Lou here. We have, thank you, Vicky Lou. It is a great song, and the credit goes to Darkness Exposed that she made my intro for me. What else? Who else do we got here? Doesn't look like a lot of chatters. We got True Crime with True Crime Web with Steve here. Let's see who else we got here. Just Keep It Real is here. Hi, Lynn. I haven't spoke with you in a while. We'll have to catch up soon. Hi, Karen Canada. How are you? It is great to have you here. We have Mississippi Granny. I see. You can turn the camera off if you want or on. I don't care. That's up to you. There you go. All right. There's Brandy. Mississippi Granny's here. Who else do I have here? Brandy Neal's here. I got Checking Convictions here. If you're not subbed to Checking Conviction, please make sure you go sub over to Checking Convictions channel. Natasha is here. Sluggish Sleuth is here. If you're not subbed to Sluggish Sleuth, please go over and check out her channel. And hi.
Hi. Sorry,
You're fine.
Was getting little situated, and it's lunchtime, so and I was trying to get everything on my computer, but apparently, I forget my password every other day, so.
Yeah, I know when I hung up with you earlier, I went to the store, and like when I say store, I live in the country, so it's like 10 minutes away. And by the time I get back here, my computer's completely shut off. The internet wasn't working. It was a mess. So it's been one of those days.
It has. And nobody be mad at Levin because it was not his fault. But we had a rough night. Little Miss wasn't feeling too hot, and I actually slept for a few hours this morning. So, we had set it up to be on early this morning because, I'm always awake. Well, guess what? That didn't happen today.
It's okay. You don't sleep a lot anyways, and I knew when I called you and messaged you that if you didn't answer, either A, you were busy taking care of something at the police department, or you were sleeping. And both of those are way better than what than coming on here. I mean, your sleep is more important. You don't sleep very much, so
No, don't.
I'd rather you get your rest.
And I've worked quite a bit the past couple days, so yeah, it was well needed. Well needed.
See some new people in here. We got Christina. Hi, Sassy Naz. We got UFC Frog. Hi, what's going on?
I see my sisters are here.
I see your sisters are here. We got Kelly, Dime, and Lynn here.
Yep. Love you, girls.
So we'll just get into it.
Okay.
I don't know where to start, but I'm just going to start as I don't know if there's a lot of new faces here, but the person on the screen is Michael Monkey Vaughn. He went missing on July 27th of 2021 out of his neighborhood. How I would like to put it is the police have said that he's been abducted out of his own block. And he was 3'7" tall at the time, around 50 pounds. And that's out of Fruitland, Idaho. And I have been following this for a while, been helping Brandy with some things in the background. And more or less, here's my friend Brandy. And we formed a relationship of a friendship over time. And here we are. We're September 13th, 2022.
413 days later.
How many is it?
413.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you've been busy with other kids and other activities lately, and I know a lot of people don't know that out there. Did you get a chance last week to go switch out flyers, or you haven't done that yet?
A few here and there. I need to contact the place that did the laminated ones for me. It's a cost that I have to work with, but kids in school and everything, so I'll be taking care of that over here, Bugs. To get the bigger ones. I want to put bigger ones up.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Just so the audience knows, if I may ask a question that may not be able to be answered, and I may ask a question that is triggering for her, that she doesn't want to go down the path of it. I'm going to try my best. I think I know what those are, and I think I know what they're not. So if she does not answer something, it's for her own safety. And let's get into. I know, she does have her daughter with her, so there may be some noise in the background.
And she's very vocal.
Yes. So would you say that that's how Monkey was as a kid as well?
Monkey is?
I'm sorry. I always do that, and I'm sorry.
I know. I'm sorry. It's habit. Monkey is, oh my goodness. These two, as much as she's grown, I wish so much he was right here with her. Their energy matches each other. They're constantly on the go. He's very vocal. He's very articulate. Very articulate.
The reason
no
why
fear.
The reason why I pointed that out is if you guys watch the interview rooms, meeting the family, and he spent some time with you guys. And Buggy, which is her daughter, was running around in the background, playing, having fun, very loud, and you could hear it on the video. I wanted to let you, my audience, here as well as the audience of other people, to understand that that's how he was too, full of energy, or not was, that's how he is, full of energy and running. I'm sorry, and correct me when
I understand.
And that's how he is. And so if you see Buggy's energy in that video that was played, that is Monkey, the spitting image of him running and playing, trying to get into everything, chasing the cats, chasing the birds, chasing the squirrel that was stealing a tomato from the garden earlier today. So
those damn squirrels.
Yes. And that energy allows kids to get into stuff and get out of doors and go find other people to play with that are on that same energy. Let's get into, I saw in the interview that he played that I think it was mentioned 5 searches of the home. I just want to go over them because those are important facts for people to understand. I know that you told me and gave me permission to tell people, but at what point, at some point, you guys were searching for Monkey, and then you got questioned at the police station. And when you're at the police station, they gave you documents to sign.
Yes.
And can you elaborate? Just you don't have to go into perfect detail, but what did they ask you to do? Whether you signed what did they ask you to do with the papers that they put in front of you?
So we were all separated. Me, Dad, Tyler. And we were all put into different rooms to be interrogated. Take him inside. Take him inside. Take him inside for Mama, please. Okay. We were all separated, put into separate rooms to be interrogated, and then asked to sign papers for them to come search our home. And of course we all signed them, and it was, they had already searched at least 7 different times that night. And this was the next day. And it was the FBI and the Idaho State Police, I want to say, and we signed, what are they? These papers to, we're here, go ahead. And Tyler's sister was here, and they knocked on the door, and she had bags, and they were like, "Oh, we're here to search the home." And she's like, "Okay, well, I don't live here," but she's like, "Well, we have these papers that are already been signed that they can do it." "I don't want the banana, honey." And they told her, "Well, they've already signed the disclosures that the release that we can do this." And she's like, "Then why are you asking?" So that's my sister-in-law. I don't want a banana.
So from the get-go, you were you opened up your home to them. I'm going with this. So that was the first time that they came and searched your house. No,
that's not the first time they came and searched the house. So the night that Michael went missing, they had searched at least 5 times, at least. And then a couple more times, probably around 2 a.m. And then when we were brought in for questioning, we signed legal documents to have them come legally search our home. So, Hey, calm down. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll get him. Pigeon.
So they searched your house several times, and then you got interrogated, got put into separate rooms. Each of you got asked to sign a piece of paper, consent to search.
Yes.
Pretty much, you told them to look into your whole background and pretty much everything.
Yes.
Like, all you wanted to do was find Michael.
Yep.
And
here's everything. What do we need to do? Just do it. Whatever you need to do.
yes. Also, they took electronic. Well, didn't take. You handed over the electronics so that they could be dumped, or they checked all your social media accounts. They checked, went through all your phones, nanny cams. I don't know if you guys have cameras or anything, but pretty much you handed over every electronic piece in your house, even the kids' electronics, and let them do whatever they needed to do. I know this. I've known this for a while. I just wanted the audience now, since you're more comfortable with telling people and getting the facts out there. Also, lost my thought for a second, but also you have since gone to you always tell me that if you ask your kids where their second home is you always say your kid's second home is what?
The police station.
Yeah. So
there's actually a special drawer for bugs. Whenever we go, they spoil her rotten. They spoil all the kids rotten. But just because we spend so much time there, it's not. Yeah. I mean, my teenage daughter is like, oh, there's my home, and that's the police station. That's how normal is that? Come on, pigeon.
I'm going to ask you this question, and you can. I don't know if you know the answer, but this is something to think about. So, prior to his abduction, when was the last as a family you were with Monkey in a big box store where somebody may have seen him and have identified your family? You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
It would have probably been Walmart in Ontario, Oregon. That's typically where anybody here in Payette or Fruitland likes to go shopping because there's no sales tax and things are a lot less expensive there. I think either that or
either that or what? I didn't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can't, but they might be able to hear you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, good job. Yeah.
So you said Walmart, or what was the last place?
My place of work.
Your place of work?
Yeah, Albertsons and Payette. Well, it's already been docked, so why not?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have anything to hide at this point in time, and if people are snooping
Never have.
around, that's on them. I mean, okay.
I wanted to go back on something that you brought up about the electronics and everything like that.
Okay.
We also had to sign paperwork every time they took any of our electronics. For legality purposes, we had to sign that we gave permission for them to go through everything. So I don't know if that's relevant, but
No, I think so. Like when they use terminology, so like at the last press conference, we'll get into what happened before the last press conference. But when they use consents and waivers, is what True Crime Web says.
okay.
When you get into legalities and different wordings and stuff, there's a reason why different wordings and different consent forms are signed, and it all has to do with law and legalities and stuff. So we'll get into that more when we go to the before the last press conference. So they actually accessed your all your electronic devices, and what I always tell you is when you call me, I always tell you we say hi to them or whatever. And we don't know if they're watching now or not. It doesn't matter. Never has mattered. And I wanted to put that out there. Let's see. So we went to the house being searched. They did drain. I see this in chats. They did drain some. I don't know what you guys call them there. They drained retention. They're not retention ponds. What are they called?
They're canals, or they're canals that feed the farming fields, and a lot of them run, through the town and through different areas because, well, most of our area is surrounded by crops. I was telling you this morning, I just noticed, he harvested the alfalfa last night. There's bricks up and all the birds were out, and this one was quick. Usually it's a couple more weeks, so.
Yeah.
But the corn's really high. These canals, they're man-made. Some have cement, some don't. They're maintained by the farmers, and they feed the fields. They flood the fields and keep the crops growing. And they drain them all. I mean, they're probably about knee-high, honestly. And some are very fast flowing and feed into other areas as well. And then they drain out. There's drainage areas, and they drain all the way down. It's a very long path to the Snake River, where we live, right here.
Yes. Then the first couple days, you were told to. I don't want to get this wrong, so audience, while you're listening here, I may say something that I don't know the correct answer to. I've probably been told it 5 times by Brandy, but I want her to say it, not me, because I don't know the exact way to say it. You were told at some point to stop searching and go to home base, or am I wrong? At first, like you guys made a home base someplace, right?
Yeah, our front yard. We literally lived on our front yard. I mean, there's drone footage of us sitting and living on our front yard. We were out searching that night, and the police asked us, to stay put. And because we had so many community members and people searching, and it just asked us to stay put. It was either here or the police station. And, well, I don't listen very well, so. And Tyler is following me in suit. But, yeah, no, they just specifically asked us, yes, darling, to stay put. It's a moth. Sorry. They wanted us to be in one spot so they could. I'm sure at the time it was more to investigate and see what we were doing, and everything like that, doing their jobs. But our baby is missing, and I couldn't sit put. What do you?
Then I was gonna back up, but we'll keep going forward, and then at the end, if you're comfortable talking about some other stuff, we can talk about that. But then time goes by, people are still in the neighborhood for a long time, searching everywhere, searching crops, searching. They had helicopters, they had drones, they had sonar equipment. They were checking waterways, they were checking cornfields, they were checking farmland. They were doing all of this to find Monkey. And then time goes by, hang up flyers on your journey of this all. We'll just skip forward a little ways. And there was not an Amber Alert system. And that's the criteria just didn't fit it. So you made it a mission to get a Silver Alert done.
So Monkey's Law is an endangered missing persons alert. The code red that was established in Idaho, you have to be signed up for, and a very, very broad spectrum of where the alert, who it entails. So now Monkey's Law will give an alert if they don't qualify for the Amber Alert. And there are different, what are they called? Not necessarily criterias, but
different boxes that they have to check in order to.
Yeah, but it will go out more than, it'll just automatically go out instead of happening to be signed up for it.
Yeah.
So it'll reach radio stations, cell phones. It'll bring more awareness to the missing person that's in the area instead of, I've heard that there have been some people like, well, we never even knew he was missing. And, there's hours that are critical. Or what if he saw something? So.
You want to jump forward some more? We can,
wherever you want to go.
Let's jump forward. So there was, I don't know when the first press conference was. I don't have the details pulled up, and I'm not asking you out front to remember.
I was able to see a comment. Yes, Julia T. No, Monkey's Law was not used for the missing boy in Idaho on Sunday night, but he has been found, and he was a runaway, as far as my understanding. And yes, I was very upset about that. So I don't know. I'm not a legislator, but trust me, I will continue to push as hard as I can for every missing child, everyone. So my apologies. Sorry that Levi.
You're fine. Steve asked the question too: was the victimology for Monkey in depth, daily, weekly, monthly? We can do that one off of here, but that's a great question. So typically, at the time, I know that you guys were where we're going to jump up to the first press conference, which you're not a public speaker. Tyler's not a public speaker. And we'll just call, when we say dad, that is Bob. And that's what you guys call him. And you guys aren't really public speaking, getting up in front of many of people to speak, but you did it anyways for Michael. There was a couple of press conferences. There was also a community, I don't know, the one that was in the gym, and I don't know what you call it, like a community outreach kind of thing.
I'm sorry, I was paying attention to Bug. I was listening. The first press conference, we're not public speakers. Yes, I am a little more social than Tyler is. It goes in the hole, honey. There you go. We hadn't slept in 4 nights. I think maybe 2 hours. We had been out searching. The police, the FBI, Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue. We had been out with them in our home, everywhere, you name it. Oh, bugs. Okay, you pulled it out. Good job. That's it far enough. Thank you. It's very loud. There you go. Thank you. My sister flew in from out of town. First time I had seen her in 12 years. And I thought I was going to pass out, like just sitting there talking with the card team, talking with the police and everything. And just these different questions that were being asked. It was just,
Yeah, so a lot to take in all at the same time, and timelines and figuring everything out when you are in shock and panic and in like desperately trying to find your son. It all
and on
affects.
top of it, trying to make sure that our other 3 children are safe, because I didn't want them anywhere. I wanted to just all put them in a room and keep them there, and with guards and locks. At that point in time, there was no one in this world that I could trust at all. And there's still very few people, but to protect them, and knew that they were protected, because I had to know where they were at every moment, every second of the day. So I had to have some very loving family members.
And you still do that to this day, because I was on the phone with you earlier, and obviously your kid was texting while they were at school, which they probably shouldn't have been. But what was the first thing you did is I let you go so that you could figure out what was wrong, and figured out, tried to see if everything was okay. Let's go right to, I'm just going to jump to more frequent, current stuff. Right before the truck unveiling and the press conference, that would have been the last press conference that I've seen. Let's just don't go in depth, but let's just, there was a Monday before that last press conference. Explain just enough so that people understand, and don't get into details. It was something that you were willing to do as a family, and where you went to ISP to get interrogated again, and speak about it a little bit.
Okay.
You don't have to go into depth and what the questions were, or any of that stuff, but go into I don't want to say surprise, but go into what the day was kind of like for you.
So they, yes. Oh, that's great. Marshall? Yeah, he's driving. You gonna go finish your lunch? Please? No, of course not. We knew that there was going to be the press conference on Wednesday, and we were asked by Idaho State Police, Fruitland Police Department, and the FBI to come to Idaho State Police headquarters and sit down so they could basically clear us, like yeah, I know that word. Everybody loves that word, right?
Let's say this. They brought you into, I like the word cleared, but that's not the terminology that they use as law enforcement. And when I was watching the interview room, he said that the blue vehicle or van, since you brought up the cleared thing, he said cleared, and he corrected himself because he was speaking in terms for people out on the internet that understand what cleared means. And then he was saying that it's no longer the point of the interest. So we'll go with their terminology of police officers as no longer the focus of their investigation. Exactly.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. And that's what they wanted to do. So they brought us in. We didn't know. We thought it was just going to be, sitting down and more interrogations, or conversations.
So they asked you guys to. You guys didn't demand them to.
No, they asked us, and we drove to Boise and went, and they put us in a room. They put us in a conference room, and then came in and were like, okay, so this polygraph test is going to be, this. And we're like, oh, okay. That's what we're doing today. And we spent about 8.5 hours there. We were individually taken in, Dad, then me, then Tyler. And afterwards, we were not allowed to speak with each other. Like, we were put elsewhere until the next person was done, and then we could speak afterwards. So it was a very, very long day. Lots of hard questions. Very emotional. Tiring.
So I guess what I'm saying is the kind of I know the results are pass or fail, or the results. It was a testing, it was a briefing, it was of everything. So there was not just you also had other types of questioning and different stuff that went on as well.
Right.
But what at the end, basically, that's when they told all of you that they're taking their focus into a different direction, correct?
Yes. Yeah. After we were all done with our polygraphs, they sat us all down in a room, threw up a timeline, and said, okay, this is the reason why we've been questioning you guys. These words, here and there. And no, this is where our focus is. We've been working on this, but we just had to verify that you all had absolutely nothing to do with this. And, they showed us where their focus is going. And the timeline is...
Don't go into things.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it's minutes. It's minutes. Literally minutes.
Then after that, standard operations of the 3S. Hold on here. Standard operations of the 3S of an investigation. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I
Yeah, we
did
had
see,
no idea what we were walking into when we walked into the Idaho's. We just, everything they've asked of us to date, it's, we're right there. Like, okay, we'll be there. What do we need to do? Anything to help get Michael home.
yeah. And then they had the truck. So then after that, they had after that, I don't know when the press conference was. So you went in on Monday, and the press conference was on Wednesday, right?
Correct.
With the truck on Vealing. So let's touch into. I think that's enough on the interrogations and the time spent at the police station,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go into the truck on Vealing. Speak on that a little bit, and I'm so gracious. That is all done. Like that got approached to you by law enforcement, right? For them to, or am I wrong? I don't know.
No, you were right.
Okay, go ahead.
A very lovely lady from the Idaho State Police that has a big heart and has a heavy heart because of the situation with the Amber Alert and everything. Reached out and got this program and brought it to Fruitland Police Department, and we signed the papers to have this company help us, help Michael, and so it was law enforcement that brought it to us, and we had to approve it to get it put out there. And of course, anything. So, yeah, that was a very, very lovely person, very gal from Idaho State Police Department. Okay, honey. That brought it to us.
Yes. So then she worked, or the very lovely lady worked with, I don't know how it works, and I'm still trying to get answers on how it works from them. And I'm still working on it because I really want to understand the program and see what, I don't know if it's criteria or how they determine who gets put on them and who doesn't. But that goes through the Washington State Police. I don't know enough about it to speak on it yet.
Yeah, so oh gosh, I can't, her name, oh, my heart.
I forget her
Not
name.
doing her justice.
I know.
She started a program. She passed away a few years ago from lung cancer, and started that program in Washington State to put missing children and people on semi trucks. And Aria, no, stop. Thank you. And it kind of went dormant for a little while, I want to say, but they're picking it up again and featuring Jesus, putting more missing people out there. I mean, I saw 3 semis this morning that were completely blank and had nothing on them, and I'm like, monkey could be on that semi right there. So yeah. They coincided with Washington State Police. They came down here, and they were there at the unveilings. Oh. Sorry.
You're fine. Let's speed up. It's a beautiful thing that they did, and I know you're emotional about it. And so let's go to I forget his name. The guy that owns the company, his name is
Cam.
Cam.
Yeah.
So Cam spoke at the press conference. If you guys haven't seen the press conference, it's in I have a monkey playlist that I put a lot of my monkey stuff in it. But then I also grabbed some other creators where it's very good, informative information where they've covered Michael Vaughn, and it is also in there. So I'm going to be building it and making it bigger so that you have one place to go to see all the coverage. But Cam tells you after the unveiling. What does he tell you?
After the conference and everything, we were talking, and he said that originally they were going to do 3 trucks, and they were going to do 5 now. So now they're going to do 5 semi-trailers to be going across the country. Yeah, they predominantly are in the western side of the country, but they also go to Canada and Mexico. So that's what he told Tyler and Dad and myself. So
okay,
which was amazing.
Yes, it definitely is. Then you okay, so then that is over with. Then let's see what else has happened. Then you come into, there's been some great lives by True Crime Web, which I need to add some of his lives into my playlist, which I have not added some. He's done some very, very good lives from a law enforcement perspective on things going on.
I really appreciate what he did. It's very, I mean, we live with law enforcement basically, but to see, outside of our law enforcement here, another law enforcement perspective has been very enlightening and very appreciative. So I thank him very much.
Yeah. So then we go after the press conference. Then you have a visitor from the interview room.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have spent, I don't want to spoil any of his stuff that he may or may not be showing. But
him and his sweetheart are absolutely amazing, amazing people, and so kind. And I just, I wish I would have had another room that they could have crashed here if they wanted.
Yeah. I actually think they kind of like their RV with Buddy.
I think so too. And Buddy's doing better, so that's awesome.
Did you get to meet Buddy?
I did not, but I saw him. I did. He wasn't feeling too hot.
Yeah, he's been sick lately.
Yeah, so I did get to see him at least, but he's doing better from what I was told. So,
how long did he spend there?
In our home, 3 days.
Not your home, but 3 days. But he was in Idaho for, I don't know.
Well over
yeah,
almost 2 weeks. I want to say a week and a half.
A week and a half. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Were there any toys found that you or others questioned? Where did they come from? You can think about that one. You don't have to answer right away. Then he videotaped. I thought it was a very good explanation, as I said in the beginning of this live, of him showing the backyard, showing the garage, showing the side door, and then I don't know how in depth to go, but I guess what we'll do is, out of respect of the integrity of the investigation, he had spoke to some neighbors, correct?
Correct.
You don't have to say who they are, but he had spoke to them, and I think out of the respect of the integrity of the case, that those weren't shown, or maybe they'll be shown at a later date. I think that the video was lovely. It really gave me a sense of what happened and what went on. Hi, that girl. Thank you for being here. Very kind people. He said it right on to his thing. You guys even went to dinner, and pretty much he was in your life for 3 days.
Yeah.
I did bring up something to you earlier today. We will touch, the respect that he has for you, your privacy, and for your family is tremendous, correct?
Absolutely. Open door, it's like, okay, you're here, here's our home, here's our life, here is who we are. And his respect and kindness, that's the triangle, not Pidgey, to our family, was impeccable. Absolutely admirable. And JD Huff has asked from day one to be okay, respectful, and respect our privacy, because we're not famous people. We don't want our entire lives put on the internet. We don't want our entire lives put on TV. We don't want to be famous. Oh, excuse me. Hey,
You're fine.
Take Pidgey inside. Can you take Pidgey in the house? No. Why? Pidgey's not supposed to be outside.
Hi, Buggy.
You gonna say hi?
Hi, Buggy.
Okay. No, come here. How many blocks do you have? How many?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Hi.
Hi, Buggy.
Who is that?
What's that?
Is that Levi?
Levi.
Hi, Buggy.
Me.
Say hi, everybody. Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
Who is that?
King. Yeah, Mom.
That's a mama. The monkey.
Yeah, monkey.
No.
What's that?
Yeah. No, don't touch. Okay.
It's me.
Okay. Yeah, and you.
Daddy.
And Daddy. Yeah.
Mama.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah. Okay. Go get Pidgey and take him inside. No.
Bye, Buggy.
Say bye.
Bye.
Go.
Bye, Buggy.
Yeah, I think she's feeling a lot better.
I know, right? Hey, Carl, I'll answer your question. It's between 6:40 and 7 o'clock. He asked what the timeline was that he left the house. Between 6:40 and 7 o'clock is the best that we can give.
Right. Yep, that is what the police have released, and that is the time frame that they're looking in. So, we need that person, whoever was driving that white Honda Pilot, to come forward and speak. And any of the non-compliant people need to come forward.
Yes, they do.
So, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked, Bugs.
You're fine. let's go into me and you talked about this earlier because that's going to be the next question, and we're just going to answer it for people before they even start throwing out accusations or start doing their little run of scrutinizing every word that everybody says. So the Cold Case Foundation is now helping, which is a very, very good, great thing. What did I tell you earlier? I said people are going to use it as, oh, the case has gone cold. And
No.
And that's not the case. They're offering their resources to help, which is needed.
Yes.
In my opinion.
No, Michael's case is not cold, and it's not going cold. And Fruitland Police Department, the chief, the captain, the detectives, they will never let that happen, in my opinion. Chris was very, kind to me and Tyler and told us about the Cold Case Foundation and the resources that they have, and offered them to Fruitland Police Department, and they were very receptive of it, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing, because they're some of the most brilliant minds in the world. So they're going to be helping. Yes. Oh, that's a beautiful smiley face. Where's the heart? Can you give me a heart?
Hi, Amanda. That is just their foundation. This is Vet Girl. That is just their foundation name. They assist in a lot of active cases. They explain it on their website. You are 100% correct.
Yes.
And if you haven't checked out the Cold Case Foundation, make sure you go over there and you read the profiles and you read everything on their website. There's a lot of stuff that people don't know that they actively do in active cases, and it would be called prevention, to prevent it from. They help with their resources. They have a lot of resources there, a lot of people that have a lot of experience, and that is a very good thing that they're stepping in to help. And it is even a better thing that law enforcement is accepting of them coming in and helping. And as a whole, them all working together is very good for us finding Monkey. I'm sure Buggy's over there screaming and yelling and
yeah. Papa's home. So,
nice.
Is grandma home and safe?
She's home.
Oh, nice. That's good. Miss
Sorry.
Brandy, apologies to you are so needed by many. Prayers to you and the positive thoughts. A lot of good people are in your corner. Yes, they are.
I can just honestly say something to that, and I don't have a place in my heart to hold grudges. Now, there are some that, I don't know if you want your crow baked or barbecued, but just know that when Michael comes home, I'll be sending you a gift. Sorry. And it'll be just a smile of me and our family with Michael, and that's what I'll be sending you. So, everybody has their opinions, and I understand the way the world is, but this is not that case.
Yeah.
Sorry, Levi.
You're fine. Let's go. I'm going to ask some questions before he went missing. And if you don't want to go there, you don't have to. So 3, let's go to, he went missing on a Tuesday, right? I think it was a Tuesday. Hold on here one
Correct. It
second.
was Tuesday.
It was Tuesday.
Yeah.
On Monday, he had the babysitter was there on Monday. She was watching him and a couple other kids, right, at your house.
Correct.
Okay. On Tuesday, though, Tyler, you guys had switched your shifts so that you guys were there by your, like, you and Tyler had switched shifts so that at least somebody would be there all the time for the kids.
So Tyler was off Tuesday and Wednesday. Those were his scheduled days off. And then I was going to be off Thursday and Friday. So we would be home with the kids. And then I had set up hair appointments for the boys because school was starting the following week.
That's okay. We don't have to go into more.
Yeah.
We can do that at a later time. Anyways, if you're comfortable doing it later, but we'll go into more of that another day. I guess the biggest thing is the resources and different things that you're doing to when there is another missing person that's in your local area, you do send it over to people to get them the media exposure that they deserve. And that's something that you've learned here.
Yes.
I wish I would have been doing this when he went missing, because now I see how important it is to continue to share posters and to share faces out there. The first 24 hours is crucial. And it's very important. Any last words or anything that we forgot to go over? Are we allowed to say you're going to have some visitors soon or no?
Oh, I have no idea if I'm allowed to say that. I don't know. Apparently there's some YouTubers that are coming. You know, I talked to one at least, and I know another one plans on being here next week. And
I just saw it because somebody saw the banner that he has.
Yeah, I did share that actually on my Facebook. I think that's absolutely amazing, and I can't.
I haven't seen it yet, so I'll have to go take a look after this.
I did share it. He said that it was ordered, and I shared it on my Facebook. Anybody that wants to help bring Michael home and bring awareness to help other missing people, children, families, and for the right reasons, not for clout, not for. Excuse me.
Yeah, there's not a lot of resources out there too. I've learned that through my little journey. I've only been on YouTube for not so long as a creator here, and finding the resources and helping families. We spoke about this every time I talk to you. We speak about this, the resources and helping them where to turn, how to, where to go to, and where they can be respected, and in helping finding their lost loved one is far few and in between, right? So
yeah.
You were telling me we can do it, and I forget the mother's name, but Skylar's mother that was on here the other day. Go. Yeah. You can go ahead and say what you need to.
Sorry, her listening to Melissa and listening to her plead for her daughter, and I felt every moment, every second of her heartache, her tears, her pain. I know that. I know it. I've lived it for 413 days, and I wanted to reach through my phone. I wanted to go where she was. I wanted to just hold her and, I understand. I know.
Yeah. And what did I tell you? I told you that I don't know what that feels like.
Right.
But I do know that there is a lacking problem of getting parents of missing people or even family members of missing people, getting them together to relate to somebody else that has the same feelings, the same emotions, and not to judge anybody and be kind to one another, because you never know what the other person is going through. And I have, if you do have a missing person in your family, I do have a private Facebook that's set up. You do have to join my regular level-headed Facebook group before you can get into the other group that is just of missing persons. It's just the family in there, so that you can connect and talk to one another, so you have somebody else that understands your feelings.
Right.
And everybody that goes into there gets vetted, so that we know that it is a legitimate story and a legitimate information. And there's always resources there. And case in point, hello. What do they ask? Do you know if these trucks have generated any tips, leads for Michael? Amazing program. We don't know that, as we don't answer the tip line phones. I don't even think there's a way to track that, but that would be interesting to see at some point. But that's a very good question, though. And
Oh, shit.
What's wrong?
No,
you okay?
Nothing. Yeah.
We're gonna wrap it up. Is there anything else that you want to say?
People need to understand.
So
We're a loving family.
Yeah.
I mean,
I put it like this the other day. You can't judge a book by its cover. When I was speaking to somebody about victims of a missing person, and you can't judge a book by its cover. You need to see all points. There's always two sides of the story and then the truth, and you can't judge any of those. That's three different books, and you can't judge any of them by their cover. You have to uncover and unravel everything before you can make your judgment, hate, your speech, your opinion. You need to read the book before you can judge what's on the outside cover of it. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sitting here staring into my baby's beautiful eyes, and I just don't understand how people can be so cruel. We've opened our home, we've opened our hearts and everything to let everybody, we don't hide nothing. We are who we are. And are we perfect? No, but who is? Don't lie to me and tell me that you're perfect, because you don't want me looking down that road. And law enforcement, the FBI, many others have looked into our entire lives. This is about Michael. This is to get Michael home. This is not a focus on us. We need your help. Please, somebody knows something. Michael's not here. He was taken from us, and we need help. And we have been trying to get help. So to continue to put your focus on us, and when law enforcement has vetted us, you're not looking for Michael. That's not fair. You say that you're advocates for the missing. You're you're doing it for the right reasons. Well, guess what? Where is the focus for Michael? Where is the focus for the missing? So
that's very important that you brought this up. So if you are a creator, if you are a person that advocates for missing people, you're sharing posters, you're doing a bunch of awareness stuff for missing people, follow what law enforcement is telling you. And when he tells you that the parents aren't the focus of the investigation and you should be looking for a white Honda Pilot and another guy walking through the neighborhood, those are things you should focus on if you really want to help. I mean, there's a lot of people out here that think that they're very, very good at what they do, and this is the opportunity. Let's figure out who the person is in the poster. Let's get those tips going over there to the police department. Let's figure out who owns the Honda Pilot. I mean, I have yet to see anybody digging into who owns that Honda Pilot. I don't see a lot of people doing other stuff. I know that we have open panels, open discussions. All opinions are great to have. The whole thing is let's put our sleuthing together. Let's go to this Honda Pilot. Let's go to this. Let's go to this guy walking in the neighborhood. Somebody knows something. Somebody's seen something. Michael Vaughn is out there someplace, and that is where we're going to leave it. And as I always say, if you see something, say something. And as Brandy always says, what do you always say to everybody? Just be
kind.
Just be kind. Thank you, everybody, for being here. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Let's hit the thumbs up. Let's get Monkey's face out there everywhere. Thank you, mods, and thank you, everybody that has been here.
Thank you, Levi. Thank you, everybody.
See you all, and bye, Buggy.
Say bye.